Hello. Oh my god, it's been a while since I've done this. I think that's how I start all my vlogs because it's always been a while. This is the start of a series of moving vlogs, I suppose, because we are moving house. We've been renting here for like 3.5 years. We just randomly out of the blue a few weeks ago got a Section 21 notice in the post, which I'd never heard of before, but it's basically a no-fault eviction. So it means that like the landlord is allowed to evict you even if you've done nothing wrong, which obviously we haven't. I'm starting the vlog now because if I started this 2 or 3 weeks ago when we got the letter, it would have been a very different intro. I think I was very emotional and angry and upset and frustrated and just like all these negative feelings, and I didn't want to put that out there because nobody else needs to deal with that, and I waited until I could see it more positively. I mean, in fact, the day after we got the eviction notice, I started trying to be more positive, but it was very much like I was saying the words but I didn't really believe them. I was like, this is a good thing and this is why it's a good thing, but I could tell I didn't believe it. It's been like 2 weeks now. I don't really have any like negative feelings towards the situation. I was basically just annoyed with like how we'd been told and the fact that we'd just been completely out of the blue served this notice, because the wording in like letters from solicitors is very impersonal. There's just no like human element to it, so I think getting a letter like that out of the blue was just really unexpected and stuff, and I just wished that the landlord had like communicated with us prior to sending this letter. Long story short, the landlord is planning on selling, which is what we thought was happening anyway, because otherwise it'd be really random to just like kick us out of our home. The renting market at the moment is just absolutely crazy, like it has been for years. Last time we were looking for a rental property was like 3.5 years ago, and it was absolutely batshit even then, so it's like even weirder now. This is kind of like a kick up the bum to finally move to Sheffield. I definitely think we would have ended up settling here even though we don't particularly want to live here or like it. So in terms of seeing all of this as a positive, that's definitely a positive. We're going to Sheffield for 4 out of 5 days in a row, and it's like an hour drive there and an hour back, so it's just a lot at the moment. I hate talking on the phone, but I've got to be brave. Hi, I was wondering what day you were doing viewings for the house on Woodseats Road. Yeah, that's perfect. Could we have that one, please? Yeah. Oh my god, when I say it's just one thing after another, this is absolutely ridiculous. I've got some kind of eye infection, I think. I woke up this morning and like one of my eyes was like glued shut. I'm not going to get into the nitty gritty because TMI, that's very gross. My eyes are just really hurting now, and I don't know what I've done. I was wearing my contacts yesterday, so it might be something to do with that. I just look like I've been crying the whole time. It's Saturday today and we're going to go view 2 more houses. So we're going to Sheffield. Can you hear me whining in the background? I don't know, the lighting situation is weird. I have this luminous white patch on my chest. But when we got the original letter from the solicitor asking us to move out of this house, the deadline that they gave us to move out was 1st of May. Today is Thursday, so that's like next Monday, so it's in like 10 days. As we've been getting close to the 1st of May, it's been kind of scary, but not that scary, because I basically straight away emailed our estate agents and was like, 2 months isn't really a good amount of time to like find somewhere suitable. Could we possibly have another month? So they agreed to give us another month, so we technically had until the 1st of June, which made us feel a lot better, but we definitely wanted to find somewhere like obviously as soon as possible. So the house that we've just been accepted on, I think we viewed it maybe like 2 weeks ago. Just got really lucky with it. So basically I had called up the estate agents about a different house, and they had no viewings for that house. But she was like, oh, while I have you here, doing some viewings for a house that's just gone back on the market because the people that we accepted failed referencing. And she said it was like a 4-bed and it was in one of the areas we were kind of looking at. All the other houses we'd seen were like 2 or 3-bed, but we kind of did want 4 bedrooms. It was just, we thought, out of our like price range. And we went to view it a few days later, and I think the fact that they hadn't put it back online, as far as I'm aware, on all the other houses that we applied for, we were up against like literally like 10 to 15 people each time. We were really struggling because obviously on paper like the landlord just has like 10 different families' income. I guess they just pick the one who earns the most. I don't really know how it works. I don't know what else they could go off other than income. We were not getting any houses, but whereas with this one we were only up against 2 other couples. Assuming everyone applied, we don't know that everyone applied, but I don't know why they wouldn't because the house was great. And basically we offered £50 extra rent per month because we had heard this was the thing that people were doing. We had been told by a estate agent at other viewings to like wink wink nudge nudge, why don't you try and offer some more, but most of the time we couldn't afford to offer more. But this house was slightly under our like maximum budget, so we just offered an extra £50 because we were like willing to pay that much, and we got accepted, which was really exciting. The problem is we got accepted last Monday. Let me just remind you that today is Thursday. Referencing is meant to take 48 hours and it's taken 10 days. The referencing company like sent Danny an email the day of to like get his tax return, but he doesn't have any tax returns because he's not been self-employed long enough. Every single day that went past I was like, no one's contacted me yet. Like, I have 3 tax returns ready to go. I've paid the full rent like for however long. I know that I've got the money. I know that if they look at my income they'll be okay with it, and like no one's asking me. Then on Monday I like called up and was just like, what's going on? And they were like, oh, you'll either both need guarantors or we need like 12 months rent up front, which is an insane amount of money that we do not have. So we were kind of worried again, and I was like, are you sure? Because if you just look at my tax returns, I think you'll like be okay with that amount. I could technically ask my sister, but I really didn't want to because I'm 26 years old and I wanted to just pay my own rent and do my own thing and like not have to ask members of my family to like sign a document for me. Like, it's just sent them over again. And then the next day referencing finally got in touch, like a week after they'd emailed Danny. They finally emailed me and I sent my stuff over, and then this morning, this is where it's a bit weird. So this morning I got a login from the estate agents to like a tenancy portal. So I've logged in, but nothing's on there. The estate agents haven't like emailed me or called me to be like, congratulations, you passed referencing, here's what the next steps are. I just got this like login email to a portal. So now I'm just kind of not really sure what's going on. The move-in date is the 25th, which is in 5 days. So today is today right now it's the end of, I don't know why I keep looking at my watch. Currently the evening of Thursday, and we are moving 8 AM on the morning of Tuesday. So we have Friday, Saturday, Sunday and Monday, white hand. We have 4 days to pack all of our things. Like, nothing is packed. We've got to pack all of our things, like clean, tidy, whatever. Also, we're going to see Paramore on Saturday in Birmingham, which like, it feels like the responsible thing to do would be to cancel that, but like we've not done anything fun in so long that I really feel like we should just go. We need to have a meeting with the school. They know that we're moving, but they just didn't know when because we didn't know when. So it's just been really up in the air. Like, we've not been able to get anything in motion because we didn't know if we were going to pass referencing or not. Like, we assumed we would, but as soon as they started getting weird about like the self-employment and stuff, it kind of threw us off. So we need to change over like everything, obviously, like internet, water, electricity, removal companies. Oh my god, I'd like been talking to a removal company for about a week. He kept just being like, okay, just let me know when you have a move-in address. And then I gave him the address, not a move-in address, move-in date. And then I gave him the date this morning and he was like, yeah, we can't do that. You can only do Tuesday, so we just now have to move on Tuesday, which is so soon. Like, Thursday, Friday I would have been okay with. Tuesday is so soon. And I already know that it's just like, sorry, I'm so sorry, this lighting is absolutely awful. I think it's really hitting home all of a sudden how much time we don't have. We spent like 2 months stressing about not even being able to find a house in Sheffield because we couldn't find one, we couldn't get accepted for one. And then we finally got accepted, and then we were worrying about referencing for the past week. And then today we finally got referencing passed and like couldn't get removals, couldn't get anyone to look after Remy. So many other like logistical things to sort out. And then obviously now the next week is just going to be like jam-packed of actual packing and moving. So because of all of that, I've not actually really had a chance to like sit and think about the fact that we're moving house and we're leaving this house that has been our home for like 4 years, and that we're leaving Nottingham. That feels really weird. I've lived here, I mean, I first moved to Nottingham 10 years ago, and just like lots of things, like having like my sister and my mum around the corner, like I don't see them that much because we were all quite busy, but it's nice to know that they're there. Like, if we just want to have like a casual coffee, they're just like around the corner. I think it's really strange that like I don't have time to think about how strange it is, and I just think the next like 10 days or whatever is just going to pass, and then I'm going to find myself living in a house in Sheffield and be like, what? That probably sounds really stupid, but I like to have time to like reflect on things and process things and think about what I'm going through, and I just think we've absolutely not had time to do that. And because of that, I've just not processed anything, and I won't probably for a while, and it's just strange. Yeah, much to do. Let's begin with the actual moving part then, I guess. I don't really know what you meant to film, so sorry if any of this is dull. So as part of like the removal service that I booked, they dropped off all these boxes, which it's so weird that all of our belongings are going to be in these. Look how much bubble wrap there is, and then also these. I didn't even know what these were for, but I've realised I think they're for like wrapping plates and stuff. I'm genuinely gonna have to look online for like, firstly like how to pack, but also like most efficient packing techniques. I don't think that's enough boxes. Like, I showed the guy around the house on FaceTime so that he could see what we need to pack, and obviously he does it professionally, like for a living. He packs and moves houses every single day, so I assume that's the right amount of boxes because he thinks it is, but also there's like 20 boxes there. It just doesn't seem like enough. I'm gonna start packing random things like our cookbooks. Oh, Mummy's just using this one. I'll get you a box tunnel in a sec.
What about the blue one in the living room?
Is that, does the bottom of that open?
Should we have a look at the blue one?
I still do the tunnel. Oh, it's blue. Mommy?
Yeah?
Hey.
Hey.
Mommy, this is my spot. So don't help me out.
Do you want me to take the box off?
Okay.
Okay, I've come upstairs. I've retreated to my office because I was trying to pack downstairs, but I think because we're right at the beginning of packing, it felt really, really overwhelming. I feel like we need to organise things before we pack them. I found myself just like tidying instead of packing, and also it's getting really, really messy down there. I don't know what I'm doing. So I came upstairs to my office, I got my bin bags. I'm just going to bag up a bunch of clothes. I'm going to show you what my office looks like right now. Brace yourself. So this is our wardrobe. We have like one of those rails just because it's like cheap and easy. And then we've got clothes at the top. Normally they're organised like that, but right now that's going on. This is happening. These are just boxes. As you can see, I've just given up completely on life. That chair is very much me when I was 15 and how I used to treat my bedroom then. And then I've got lots of like toiletry type things over there that I need to go through. This earring stand was full a few weeks ago, so I need to find all those earrings, put them back up. I don't know how to transport an earring stand. I don't know the safest way to do that. I've got this entire pile all the way down to the floor. Things we're selling, I think, or it's winter clothes that we took off from here recently because we put our summer clothes up and took our winter clothes off. It might be that. This is clean laundry. Literally all of this is going to need ironing by the time we get there because I can't think of a better way to do it than just dumping it in a bin bag. The fact I've just done this and my office still looks exactly the same is a problem. Tiny ass slipknot top, like when would that have ever fit me? It's so small. This was like one of my OG iconic going out dresses. I bought all my clothes from eBay at the time, and this was like before eBay and like shopping secondhand was cool. I just did it because I was broke. I bought like 4 dresses. This was one of them, and this was another one. Why are they all velvet? I still love them, to be fair. This is like a skater dress. Is that back to front? It's like a black skater dress, and then this one is quite cute. Misguided originally, but it's lasted me absolutely ages. It's just like long sleeve, and it's got these little cutouts here, and you could always see like my fat roll in the cutout bit. I'm keeping all of them, even though they are way too small for me. For nostalgia purposes, I don't know. This top, I love it. I don't know if I can cut that logo out and use it for something else.
Once we're not bothered, we're just going to have to give away.
For what, the records? Mm-hmm. Okay. The weather is absolutely miserable. It's so grey, but I think that's probably a good thing because if it was sunny I would sweat to death. And also I would get FOMO, like if it was hot and sunny and everyone was outside having fun, I would wish that I was outside having fun. I need water. I've not drank any water since I woke up. Very quick update. Oh no, I hate it when it needs charging when I'm like about to go out because it's not going to count my bloody steps. It's 9:15. Danny has just gone to drop Remy off at school. He goes to school for about 2 hours, so we pick him up at 11:30. We're going to go to the skip this morning because we have a mound of crap in our garden from cleaning out the shed. We basically just used the shed to like hoard rubbish for years, thinking that it wasn't rubbish, and then we went through it the other day and it very much was. So annoying. I'm so annoyed at ourselves. Like, one thing that I've realised from this move so far is how much we procrastinate things, and I'm so annoyed at past Yasmin and Danny for like not doing so many things. Like, less so about like packing and things like that because we obviously didn't know we were moving on Tuesday. For all we knew, we might be moving in like 5 weeks time because we'd been given like a 1-month extension. So packing, fair enough, like we didn't want Remy to have to like live around boxes for an extended period of time. I get that. But everything else, like clearing out the shed and taking stuff to the skip, things like that is stuff that we could have been doing this whole time, and we've obviously just completely put it off, and I'm very annoyed at us for that. This is all the stuff we have to take to the skip. It's extra gross because it's now raining. It's all like wet and disgusting. Hoping it's all going to fit in the car, but I don't think it will. Although, this is the...
Oh, we did have kitchen. Oh no, that's not kitchen. Ignore me.
I have terrible time management because it's like 8:30 and I'm only just packing now. I've been doing other stuff all day. I did go and see my friend this afternoon because I made that plan like a week ago and I don't really see my friends very often, and she's just had a baby. Both her and her baby were very cute and I don't regret going to see them. I've also done like moving admin stuff, just not packing. So for some reason, if I'm not packing, I don't feel productive. And Danny's packed a lot. Anyway, so, oh my god, my camera's gonna die. I also get to charge it because I'm not used to vlogging. I've got my little station set up. Since moving in here, I bought some really cute mugs that I'm like obsessed with. Look at my mug collection. I don't want any of these to break. I literally want to like hold them on my lap in the car. I think he did that and then he wrapped the handle. And then I think he wrapped this side. Oh god, I've ripped the paper. No, he ripped it all in and then rolled it, I think. Okay, it feels unnecessarily bulky, but it also feels pretty fine. You guys probably know how to pack, so you're probably like, Yasmin, this is boring. But then I basically just need to scrunch a bunch of paper into there and then pop these in and they should be okay. I think that's it. I hope that's it. I watched a tutorial, so this better not let me down. Good morning, it's 10:30. We had such a lazy morning, which we really don't have time for. I don't know what we're doing. Like, I literally have the most amount of pressure put on me right now and it's still clearly not enough to motivate me. Like, I'm so bad at procrastinating things. Tomorrow night we need to have everything packed up. I don't feel like we're gonna get there the way that we're currently going. Bella's like bloody nipping out for 7 hours to go watch Paramore. I think it's because we're like doing other tasks at the same time. So Danny's just gone out to IKEA to collect our furniture because it was easier to collect it from the Nottingham store or something like that. I can't remember. I'm gonna just start getting cracking for the next like 90 minutes on packing, and then my friends are coming around 12 o'clock to play with Remy because me and Danny have been feeling so guilty. Like, we've been spending all our time packing, and it's tricky because Remy's really good at playing by himself. Like, he's happy to play independently. Like, most of the time he doesn't really want you to play with him anyway, but he does like having someone in the room that he can kind of like talk at. Normally we're able to do that. Like, normally even if I'm sort of doing work on my laptop, I can sit in the room with him while he's playing and we can kind of parallel play. However, obviously me and Danny have just been like in every other room of the house recently, so we've been feeling quite bad. And I met my friend the other day and it's really nice actually because I've only met her 3 times, I think. Like, she's a very new friend and she's just had a baby as well. She's got a 5-week-old baby, so it's good to know that Remy's gonna have some attention this afternoon. Need to make sure I don't get distracted like chatting to them because that will kind of defeat the point. But then it's also weird to have like guests over and just like ignore them. Tricky, especially when we've only met a few times. I'm like, am I allowed to be that comfortable with you? I'm not good at friendship. Let's get shit done. Good morning. It's moving day, like 7:30, and the removal guys are coming at 8:30. I realised I haven't vlogged for like 2 or 3 days because it got so chaotic here. There was just no point. Also, all we were doing is packing boxes. Like I said, I've never watched a moving vlog, so I don't understand like what it entails. I'm starting to think they're more like unpacking vlogs because when I was packing, I was like, there is no way that anybody wants to watch this. Just really dull. It was really dull to live, and then probably just the worst thing ever to watch. So yeah, I spared you from that. So now you've got this like fast forward and everything's done kind of situation going on. Oh, I squatted down and now I can't get back up. Okay, I'm a broken woman. So this is the living room. That's all the boxes, and then we have so many bin bags of like clothes, pillows, blankets, towels, whatever, like so many. More boxes, some furniture, chair, and then all of this stuff is the stuff that we're planning on taking in the car, plus my suitcase for the next few days. So now that I'm looking at it, this is like at least 2 more trips, if not 3. Hopefully it's okay.
Oh, we see go.
The movers have just gone. So much stuff in the house that we need to take in the car. We're in like 5 different car trips, but this seems like an appropriate place to end this vlog. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed, the next one's probably going to be a bit more interesting. I can show you around the new house, do like an empty house tour and things like that. Okay, bye.